guys, welcome back to RollPlay Dark Heresy. Going into the final hour here of week number 3. Steven, take it away.
Yes. So we've just gotten Engelbart out of the clutches of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Engelbart, what do you look like now?
An absolute boss. Well, but for the most part, me plus an extra tentacle.
Awesome.
Is it like
also,
come out of your back? Or...
Are we talking like Doc Ock tentacle here, or
Pretty much Doc Ock, yeah. It's mounted
Okay.
to the back, and there's also various vents to allow me to release the holy incense when required. A few injector ports here and there, and you would obviously notice a kind of grappling appendage as well. It can be used in close combat to grapple people.
So it's got kind of a claw on the end of it?
Yeah, it's more used for manipulation and for actual interface with tech rather than directly grabbing people, but yeah.
Okay.
Awesome. So you were just looking at the Pict feed that you extracted from your Pict servitor using the machinery that was housed within the Adeptus Mechanicus Spire. What sort of information were you looking for specifically?
Well, we still need to know exactly why the Pict Servitor was so interested in the planetary governor. And probably the best way to figure that one out would be to have a look at the Picts that were taken prior to that, and also look for repeat instances of Picts of the planetary governor, which locations they were in, just to try and figure out what the purpose of this whole thing is.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not with him, right? Like,
No.
I'm still...
I think you were doing this in the Adeptus Mechanicus Spire, right?
Yeah,
Chibi?
so technically none of these guys would be with us.
Yeah, so you look through the previous past couple of days. You don't see anything terribly interesting. There's just a lot of trundling around and monitoring hallways, and occasionally looking at some hooligans who were carving their initials on the walls, stuff like that. But then all of a sudden you see a gentleman, sort of a shorter, round gentleman in let me see what he's wearing. You see him come up and begin fooling with the back of the Pict Servitor's head.
That is techno-heresy. We can't be having that.
Yeah, and he's wearing Enforcer carapace. He's got short cropped red hair, and he's got a cybernetic implant in his left eye.
Alright, well, he's pretty clearly not Mechanicus, so he shouldn't be messing around with that. Have we seen this person before?
You have not. Short and rotund. And once he interacts with the Pict Servitor begins following him. And you fast forward through like a couple hours of feed, and the Pict Servitor gets led to a central warehouse in House Ophilie, where there are a number of other Pict Servitors along the wall, and there is he looks kind of like a tech priest, except he's clearly not had his appendages grafted on properly. They sort of function strangely or loosely, or are grafted onto weird places on his body. And he comes over to the Pict Servitor and picks up a data stick and just inserts it into the Pict Servitor's head.
Clearly a heretic.
And you were
I would
able...
be extremely offended by that.
Proceed, TB.
You were
I'm just in a perpetual state of being offended. Please continue.
you were
role-playing, of course. Role-playing.
Naturally, yeah.
role-playing a machine man. I am offended.
As offended as I could be. I spit out random lines of binary Celt cant that, if you could understand, would be some of the most offensive things you could possibly imagine.
Harshest swear words in binary.
Indeed.
You managed to extract this data stick from the Pict Servitor, and do you want to keep it? Do you want to turn it over to the Adeptus Mechanicus for proper disposal? What do you want to do with this?
Well, I think if possible, we should try and analyze it before we get rid of it.
Yeah, you while you're with the Adeptus Mechanicus, you hand it to them. They analyze it for you while you're under for your operation. And when they return it back to you, they communicate in very short bursts of binary cant that it was a tech heresy artifact that overrode some of the Pict Servitor's primary subroutines and gave him a target to pursue, and that was Planetary Governor Zarya Theopoia.
Do we have any? Was there any identifying information whatsoever on that particular data stick?
They say there was not. It had been scrubbed. But, of course, the Pict feed that you've gone over clearly shows the warehouse within House Ophaly.
Okay.
So,
probably all the information
Is
we're
that
getting out
the
of
warehouse that we, just out of curiosity, that's the warehouse where we had that battle?
no. That was a ballroom in House Phaedrus.
No, I mean like
In week 1?
in week 1.
Oh, in week 1. No, it's a different warehouse.
Okay.
Sorry. This one was, it had obviously been reconverted on the inside to some sort of techno space where they seemed like they were doing this from the data feed to like 50 Pict servitors at the same time, something like that. So you've reunited now with Jax, Eli, and Fricks. What would you like to do? It's getting fairly late in the evening. Is there anything you'd like to do
Engelbart,
right this evening?
you have a new arm.
This is not an arm, but I wouldn't expect you to understand of all people.
Engelbart, you got a dick coming out of the side of your body.
Well, that's one more than you've got, Jax.
Yes, it is. That would be your second dick, I presume, and I do only have one dick. So
No,
yes.
no, Jax. They removed that when he joined the Adeptus Mechanicus, remember?
Ah.
See.
All right.
I have a
Yes,
data
yes.
slate that I got from the Mortician Victus. It was on the person of the mutant that you, Engelbart, killed. And so I'm giving you this data slate as a reward for not only taking him down, but also in hopes that you will be able to decrypt it and share its contents with us.
How wonderful that you should reward me with this standard piece of technology that I've seen 3,000 of before, but
It's not the technology, but the information within.
information can be valuable. Knowledge is power. Hide it well.
Yes.
Engelbart, to bring you up to speed, and so he regaled him with the stories of the interrogation and everything else we've done,
The assassination plots.
the assassination plots.
So you spent your day threatening flesh bags.
All in a
Engelbart.
day's work.
Sounds like a very enjoyable activity. Would you like to know what I managed to find in the Pict Servitor?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Okay, so I guess I'd tell them about that.
Everyone's up to speed.
Yeah.
Now, this seems to unify our theories here and what we've been told. If this servitor was tasked with photographing the governor and her entourage, then that means that House Olafide does seem to have a plan, a plot, if you will, to assassinate her, right?
Yeah, it would appear that that the Pict Servitor was attempting to gather information on the governor's movements, guard, potential weaknesses.
Thursday, we'll be able to come in contact with this bodyguard because she's coming to the dice game that you guys created. I tried to get a hold of her beforehand to warn her that her life could be in peril, and that bitch is too busy to be bothered. So hopefully she's very good at her job bodyguarding, because if the attack comes beforehand, then that's what's going to happen. Until Thursday, I still recommend that actually, you guys looked into the gentleman who purchased the body part, right?
Yes.
Jerichus.
And the Reichelt is looking out for him. He's
going to inform us that we are trying to get him to join this high stakes dice game.
Then I guess we play the waiting game. I just recommend we do it near the Reichelt place, so that if we do get this word, we can act on it quite quickly, because we'd like to tie up that loose end before Thursday when we have our bigger fish to fry.
Yep. Sounds good.
All right?
Awesome.
So should we just kind of lollygag around Reichelt's?
Well, I've got that data slate that needs to be decrypted.
Do you want
Make that a
to?
priority?
Yeah, definitely you can
Yeah.
do that, and we can we'll stake out Reichholtz while you do that.
Okay.
All right. Well, I guess I will head back to our abode then.
All right.
I can use the equipment that I've got back there, plus this new mechadendrite to try and figure it out.
Absolutely.
Sounds good. You let us know what
Give
you
us
find.
give us a tech use test on that, Engelbart.
Okay. I believe that would be taken at plus 20.
Yes.
Because, yeah, that's pretty
Wow.
good. The mechadendrite adds 10. Okay. Let's not screw this up. Oh, come on. Fate
Damn.
point on that, I think.
Okay.
Oh, but Jesus
Man.
Christ.
Got one more.
What is your
Can't use
your
two on the same
tech
thing,
use
though.
plus
Yeah, you
20?
can't.
Oh, that's right.
Tech use, I think even tech use plus 20,
No,
that's still not
58,
good enough.
right? Yep. Okay, well, you managed to extract some information from the data slate. It's clearly instructions to this mutant to capture Judica Phaedrus, but there's no information about who it's from, unfortunately.
Oh, well, that doesn't get us anywhere, really.
It is hard evidence, though.
How long did this take me?
15 minutes.
Okay, so I guess I'll head back to the party then.
Okay. So the rest of you have headed down to the Ophaly family block and are staking out Reichholtz. Are you like right there, or are you waiting in your chambers in the Ophaly family block that
Well,
you have?
The Rax actually told us that he met Judica or Jerichus behind the place, so it might be smart for one of us to at least go back there and potentially see if there's
So-
anyone or anything back there.
I'll go sit in the bar. You guys can stay outside. Just be open on the comms in case I need backup or anything immediately. Because if he comes in there, I'll probably go up and do something. At least try to apprehend him until you guys can get there.
Sure.
So, Steven, I walk in and does the bartender recall me? Because I have unremarkable, so I have minus 20 on a roll to recall me.
Yeah. We'll say that since you're unremarkable, he does not actually recall you at the
Okay.
moment.
I basically just get a table and sit there and get a light beer or something.
A light beer.
Unremarkably, he sits there.
Yeah. And yeah, and just basically sit there and wait to see if I can pick up. Basically, use my awareness skill to see if I see Jerichus walk in or anyone by the name of Jerichus. Any ramblings that have his name in it, et cetera, in the bar.
Okay. Who's behind the place? Is there anyone?
I don't know that we actually made motion to do that. Jax, do you want to
I'm checking it out, yeah.
Okay.
They said that that's where they saw him, so I head over there.
All
And I'm
right.
with Jax.
So Jax and Fricks behind, and Eli and Engelbart. Where are you in all of this? I guess you're catching up.
Yeah, I'm not there yet, I suppose.
And Jax and Fricks. Eli is inside. Okay, Eli, give me an awareness roll.
All right.
May the dice be with you.
53.
Always.
Pretty mod.
What's your awareness? You don't have awareness trained, do you?
Perception?
Yeah.
I think I actually do. Yeah, I do have awareness trained.
Oh, awesome.
Is that enough to be aware of something?
Well, how's your perception?
Perception is 35.
Okay. Yeah. Unfortunately, you're looking around and there's a lot of
I'll
smoke
use a
in
fate
the
point then.
atmosphere.
That light beer is clouding your
Yeah.
perception.
Oh!
It kills your eyes. They fall out. Right now.
Apparently the light beer wasn't a light beer.
Eli goes inside, falls asleep immediately. I'll just take a quick nap.
All right.
Oh, God.
You feel someone tap on your shoulder, Eli.
No, he doesn't. Go on.
Yeah. I'm
All right. You feel someone shake your shoulder and say, Eli.
like, what?
You turn around and there's a spindly looking old man with like a big scar down the left side of his face. and he's got 2 incredibly beefy meatheads with him.
Okay.
Scar meatheads.
I know this
Yep.
scene.
And he says, I hear you're looking for me, Eli. My name's Jerichus.
Looking for you? No, not me. You've got the wrong guy. I'm just here enjoying this here light beer.
He points at you and he says, No, it was you.
Who told you
I
that?
hear. Reichelt told me. I hear you're organizing a dice game.
Oh, okay. You're here about the dice game. Yes. Me and my compatriot are setting up a dice game. You want in?
Well, what's the pod?
I open up I kind of like go to scratch my head and open up my comms when this is going on, if I
Okay.
can do that.
Yeah.
I say, yeah, Jerichus, the pot is whatever anyone wants in. It's 500 Throne Cult to put in, and then of course winner takes all. High
He
stakes.
he sits.
I hear this and I start walking in briskly
Yep.
with Fricks.
He leans back and he starts sort of sucking on his teeth and he says, Well, it's not the highest stakes I've ever played, but how many people are you going to invite?
Well, so far we've got. I slowly count like 1, 2,
Yeah, I'm coming in, Steven.
3.
All right.
I've got 3 guys here coming here. I say that in the comms. I've got 3 guys coming on Thursday.
Jax, you walk into the room from the back.
Is there people in Reichhelt's?
There's a couple of people around, yeah.
Just a couple?
You glance around. There's probably 4 or 5 people who are legitimately drinking. You see, Eli, when you look around, you see the same 5 guys that were there last time you were there. Reichhelt's polishing the bar, obviously. So all told, there's 11 people inside of Reichhelt's.
Okay.
I walk in. I see Eli sitting at the table, being spoken to by an old scarred man and 2 beef heads.
Yep. And their
I look-
backs are to you, Jax.
Right. I look around at the other people, and I actually flash my arbitrator ID,
Yeah.
and I say scram. Like I don't say anything. I just kind of give the get out sign.
Yeah. Okay.
They?
Well, a number of people get up. Let's see. Okay. The Jerichus and his cronies don't react to this. They haven't seen you. They're not really
Right.
paying attention. So everybody clears the room except for the 5 cronies of Reichhelt's.
Right. And then I walk up to the back, pretty close. Not like inside personal bubble space, but I walk up to the back of these 2, and it's the old guy in the middle and the 2 guys on the side, right?
Yeah.
And I got I'm pretty sure the guy gave me a physical description of the guy in the middle, so I'm recognizing him. Or if I don't, then I just kind of recognize that he's the one questioning.
What time
Eli.
does this happen in the conversation that I'm having with these guys? When I see Jax walk by?
As you're counting, and he's sort of mumbling about whether or not that's enough people and whether the pot's going to be big enough. That's when you see Jax
Okay. And
come by.
okay. So I see him out of the corner of my eye. He goes behind him, and I'm like, are these 2 on your side going to be playing with you, or is it just you, Jerichus? And I point to the guy in the middle.
Jerichus, he looks at you and he says, No, my boys don't play. I play.
Okay. And I guess what is everyone else doing at this point? I don't want to move on too forward or too much.
Fricks, where are you at?
Well, I mean, Jack started going back inside when the comms came on, and I suppose I kind of followed. So more than anything, probably just at the entrance to the bar itself.
Okay. Engelbart, you come walking up to the entrance of the bar at about this time. So let me see if I can actually really quickly put out a map for us here. So, yeah.
Wow. Nanny just called Bly a hacker. That's gorgeous.
What tournament was that at?
Fragbite. He says, "What's the point of playing online against a hacker?"
Yeah, so let's see. Oops. Okay, I'm going to pull you guys over to a new page here.
Okay.
Cool.
So, Eli,
Right here.
let's get you out here. You're kind of right there.
Okay.
And this is actually... Do you guys know if there's a way I can create like a permanent token for Eli so that every time I pull it out, it has the same stats and everything?
You actually know more about Roll20 than anyone I've ever met in my life.
Yeah.
Dang!
So-
The only person that would know that is our other DM. We don't
And
know.
no, I would say Steven knows more.
He might.
Fucking starts pulling out handouts, which sounds like I haven't heard the word handout
Since I was in school,
since
yeah.
college.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Take
Took
one
me
and
back
pass
10
it
years.
on.
got some handouts here for what happened beforehand. Go ahead and grab it. And I was like, did he email that shit? Did you guys get handouts? What is this?
Didn't print them before.
So can you see
If
your
you bring
token
orange
here, Eli?
slices,
Oh yeah, I can see it.
Okay,
I can
good.
move it around.
Good.
I can spin it.
That's what I want. Yes. And then, okay, now I know. Now I've figured out how to set this all up. Okay, Jax, we'll pull you out. You're down here. And you've got 13 hit points.
I'm still waiting for my explanation of what I'm gonna do. 'Cause I had an idea.
Oh my gosh. This is totally not working super well. Okay, there we
Use
go.
the random inquisitorial token down the bottom there.
That is, that's Reichelt.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I see. That's the bottom. Gotcha.
Yep. Good. And then we'll grab Fricks and TotalBiscuit. We'll put you both at the entrance here. Yep. Fricks, how much HP do you have? 10?
I have 10 total.
What are you at now? 7?
6, 7, unless
I
I
think
got
we
another
rested
one.
one more night.
Then I have 7.
Okay, and yes, there we go. Kappa is what I saved you under. Controlled by TotalBiscuit. And that's 7 out of 7. Good. Okay. I think we're all there. You all have your tokens.
Cool.
Jax, you're actually right up behind this guy,
Yes.
if I recall correctly.
And then I shoot him in the head with my shotgun. Well, not
All
him.
right.
One of his thugs.
Are you taking a called shot?
I would like to imagine, even in this world of make-believe, that when you put a shotgun to the back of someone's skull and pull the trigger, it's nigh impossible to miss when they're not expecting.
Really? Because last 2 times you tried it, it really did.
That was at the front of their face, TV. This is the back of a head of a guy that doesn't know I'm there.
I'll give you a plus 20 for surprise. If you make a called shot, you're going to hit the head regardless. You're not going to miss the head. But
Yeah.
it might be that you step on a piece of glass and he ducks out of the way.
Sure. So 1d100,
Yep.
64 plus 20,
Yep.
and my ballistic skill is 41, so that should be a hit.
But the called shot is at a minus 20. So it evens it out, unfortunately. So you do step on that piece of glass.
Oh my god.
He spins around and you blast right past his ear. The rest of you,
Right leg.
Do we got to
the
roll
rest
for
of you
initiative?
get surprise round. So yes, you do get initiative. So give me those rolls, please. It's 1d10 plus your agility modifier.
10 plus.
How about he has to roll, because when he spun around, he could have twisted his knee and broken down into a fucking... He just dies. How about that?
Just dies from a broken
Yeah,
knee.
you twisted a
14.
knee in a hard surface.
By the way, I'm getting +1 from Wary, which is a nobility or a hive world +1 bonus to initiative rolls that I forgot this entire time.
Jax, what's your initiative? And Engelbart.
Initiative?
Initiative, where's that?
I don't know.
Oh, it's 1d10 plus your agility
Oh,
modifier.
yeah, of course.
Oh.
It's my agility.
Julie's 3.
Minus 3, yeah, so there's okay. 10 plus
Roll
3.
1d.
Okay, 8.
Good. And
10.
10. Beautiful. All right, well, they get a 5, so you all get to act again before they do. Eli, you go first.
So I get 2 attacks or 2 actions?
No, you get 1 full round, so...
Oh, okay.
yeah.
All right, so does the shot go off and then I act?
Yes. Let's, just the scale that's here, we've got these hexes. They're each 3 meters. So
Okay.
generally, if you're walking, you're moving 1 hex per turn. If you're moving quickly, you're moving 2 or 3 or 6 if you're running.
Okay. So Jax misses this guy in front of me. Is he the closest to me, or are the 2 bruisers close to me as well?
2 bruisers are also close to you. They're basically across the table from you.
What are the bruisers wearing, like armor-wise?
Oh, they're actually unarmored. They're just wearing like standard clothes, basically like wife beaters.
Okay, I'm gonna take out my sword and basically
Okay.
go straight for the gut and then pull it upwards towards his head. So let's see
Awesome.
how that goes. 35. My weapon skill is 37 plus 10, or no, sorry, plus 5, so 42. So that's
Awesome.
definitely a hit.
That's good enough.
What is the
Roll your
damage?
damage, would you please?
So someone was saying last time I roll 1d10 plus something for sword
Plus your
damage.
strength modifier.
Plus strength. Okay.
Yeah.
1d10 plus 2.
Ripped.
Yeah, I'm ripped for 7.
That's rending damage. Okay, awesome. Would you move your token over to the one that you're next to?
That one.
Beautiful. So that is a hefty chunk of damage on him.
Does it? Do I slice all the way through his body upwards?
You do not. I mean, it gets kind of caught in his flesh,
Okay.
but you deal him a serious wound across the front of his body. Your sword doesn't quite bite into his gut and cut all the way upwards.
Gotcha.
Fricks, tell us what you're doing.
So I guess I have an immediate question. Are there still 4 other perpetrators in here?
Yeah,
Kind of.
they're not perpetrators.
Yeah.
Well, there are-
no.
They're
No, I'm
basically
sorry.
enforcers.
There are 4 enforcers in here,
Yes.
in like the corners of the rooms.
Yes. I'll drag them out real quick. Let's see. Yep.
And are they like hostile? Upon
They're working for Reichelt, so you obviously see them reaching for their weaponry.
Reichelt is not the guy we're after. Wheat.
Right. But I mean, we're in this bar and we're about to start some shit. I'm just kind of wondering if I should.
Just murder everybody? Is that your question?
Well, I guess I will just. I suppose, can I take like just a half action to pull my las pistol and then another half action just to be like announce to the room that, you know, we're on official business and this doesn't concern you right now?
The announcement was a free action, so you can do that regardless.
Okay.
So you can pull your bolt pistol or your las pistol as a half action, and then you have another half action.
Okay. I guess then I will just kind of move into the room, and so that, yeah,
Okay. You're just stepping in the door, basically.
yes.
So this small, fragile woman walks in, holds up a bolt pistol, and goes, "Get
No,
out of the room!"
A las pistol. No. Says this
She
doesn't
couldn't lift
concern
the bolt
you.
pistol.
Exactly.
Oh, right, a last pistol.
This doesn't concern you. And
You can take a half action standard attack
okay.
if you want. If you want to take a shot with your las pistol, you can.
I think I will. Yeah, I might as well. I might as well see if I can hit this guy that JP just damaged.
Don't hit
Okay.
me though. Like, that's what I'm worried about.
Just shoot.
Give me that
Shoot him,
ballistics
it's fine.
roll.
This is like
All right, let me just see
the
what I'm
slowest
at.
battle.
33. 33.
I walk
Okay.
in,
Gotta case out the scene, man.
say a word or two.
52.
All right, your shot goes wide.
Oh, just turn on your cams again.
Engelbart, what are you doing?
Turn on webcams.
I'm manipulating my picked sensor. Give me a moment. There we go.
Cool.
Why is that
I think
limit
we're back.
even there?
I don't know. It makes
very
no
strange.
sense. Whatever. All right, we're all good. Continue.
Engelbart, what is your
Alright.
choice? You're a little bit outside the room. You can move.
Will it
I
take
think
me
you
a
can-
half action to get in there, or
Yeah, with a 1/2 action, you can move 2 squares, so you can be in the doorway and have a clear line of sight. Squares,
Okay.
X's.
by the looks of it, though, the current position, I've got a line of sight on an enforcer right there. Is that correct?
Yes, if you want to fire on one of Reichelt's enforcers.
They currently have weapons out and are hostile, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You don't know who they're hostile to, but yes, they're drawing weapons.
They are in the process of drawing weapons. I'm not really sure I want to shoot that guy. But we don't know who they're hostile to. We have no way of determining that right now.
Not until they act.
Well, the way that I view it is that enforcer has pulled a weapon on an agent of the Holy Inquisition. So we're going to shoot him in the face.
Oh shit!
Forfeit. All right,
damn it.
awesome.
Life is forfeit.